Hey guys, this is Mark Goldberg with Mark Vlogs Watches. And that down there is Rosie. I've asked her to lay down and stay, which is no mean feat for a crazy Newfoundland doodle who's like 8 months old and very stubborn. But she's a lover. See if I can find her in the camera. There she is. This is really killing her because I have her toy. Okay, quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing the Toilet Oak, my favorite G-Shock. And let me just tell you quickly what the subject of this video is going to be. It's going to be kind of a quick and quiet one, I suspect. But what we're after here is the Clivers and I have put together a concept. This might be a bit of news to him because we just kind of like toyed with it, you know, privately. But I think it's such a great idea, and I had nothing to do while I was, you know, keeping her in the down position. Hopefully she holds that. If not, I have to, you know, put her back. But at any rate, we toyed with the concept of selling watches via YouTube. So we're going to call it Clyde and Marc's garage sale, or we're going to call it Tradio. We haven't completely settled on this, but sooner or later we'll bounce that back and forth between his channel and mine. But here's what it is: if he or I have a watch that we would like to sell, or if one of the trusted gang of 17, you've heard of the Magnificent Seven? Yeah, we have the Magnificent 17. We beat them by 10. You know, it includes such august and robust collectors as Hisham Habib, Tanzil the Mad Indian, and Christopher and Adrian and lots of people, you know, that I don't want to name yet until I get permission. So stuff that I have to sell, I can this is just a preview, guys. I'm not selling anything right now, but I will be selling my ball, not the new World Time ball, but my ball hydrocarbon engineer Navy experimental dive unit. That's a really nice diver if you like ball. I'll be selling that. I have a Omega GMT 50th anniversary that I will be selling, and I have a Breitling to sell. I'm not sure whether it's going to be the Steelfish or the Super Ocean. Probably the Super Ocean. Maybe both. I don't know. Anyway, so I've got some odds and ends to sell. We're going to talk about who in the watch community has some stuff that they would like to sell also. We may have special guest stars. The Gin Tingler is thinking of meeting me at a dirty truck stop in a lady's bathroom, sharing an ice cream cone and a bottle of wine to look at a Breguet. But I don't have that, but he might. So anyway, here's the deal. I want to bring you guys into it in some fashion that the rancher and I will figure out. It's not that just we want to sell to you, but we want to help give you a place where you can buy, sell, trade. Some kind of a community effort to do that. Because as you know, when you sell on eBay, bam, there goes 10% right to eBay, and bam, there goes 3% to PayPal. So we're going to try and figure out an environment which would, and by the way, eBay and PayPal are great if you are a buyer. They suck donkey nuts if you are a buyer, if you're a seller, because all the protections are in place for the, you know, for the buyer, right? So if you sell a watch and don't get paid, you may never get the damn thing back. Look, she's being so good. I can't hardly believe it. Okay, so, you know, I would like to create a forum where you guys can also participate in the buying, selling, and trading in something of a safe environment. Now, nothing is ever 100% safe unless you're meeting at a police station. I gotta look at her. Don't you do it. Unless you're selling at a, you know, somebody's saying that Clive could create an escrow account. Well, you know, probably he could. He's a lawyer. You know, we might have to run this through some kind of like Oklahoma law. I'm definitely going to be consulting him. Clyde, sorry I didn't call you before this, but I was bored in the field. But what we have to avoid is giving Clyde like some kind of like, you know, nasty legal entanglement to deal with, because he's a divorced man. He's very used to, you know, horrible legal entanglements, and we don't want to give him any that don't pay. This is how the man makes a living. We send you the watch and the buyer sends you the money, so I become the escrow account. Well, you know, sounds good, but maybe there's lots of things that could go wrong. Anyway, I'm going to talk to the rancher. He's a lawyer. I'm a businessman, financier, dog trainer with lots of, you know, integrity and a reputation to be maintained. We're going to figure out some way or another to create a community where amongst ourselves it should be a little safer to buy, sell, and trade, and avoid some of these outrageous fees. Right? Okay, so will we be able to buy from the UK, says Peter Wilson. Well, I just shipped. Let me tell you, here's what happens when you wind up with community. I just sold my JLC, my Jaeger La Coultre, Diving GMT. Okay, that's a watch that has it's a discontinued, of course, it was a one of 1500 special edition. List price was somewhere near $10,000. I sold it to a member of our community who I will not name at this point, but I sold it for $4,600. Oops, she's got up. I've got to put her back down. Down. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, so while I'm dealing with this, there we go, back down. Good. Okay. She's like, I hate you right now. I hate you. I don't want to be down. Well, I got the toy under my arm. I'm going to release her to that pretty soon. I just shipped a watch. Here's the level of trust I have in this particular fellow. I shipped a watch to the UK via FedEx today, and he will wire transfer me the money in the next day or two when he gets an opportunity, but he's busy with work, and like I have broken bread with this gentleman. So let me just say, this is the level of trust. You know, when you're in community, the GMT, the Omega GMT, I'm going to sell. I purchased that from quite a while ago from a Facebook friend and a fellow YouTuber and Facebook friend who lives in Serbia. He sent me the watch and said, don't pay for it unless you like it. In which case, send me the money. If you don't like it, send it back. This is what happens. Ooh, mosquito. This is what happens when we create community, guys. So, Clive, should you sell your 2-line no-date sub? Yes, you should to me for $4,000 in trade. Rancher is on in the peanut gallery. I'm just about to get off because I got to go do something with this dog here. But Clyde, you and I will be speaking. We'll be working it out. This is going to be a mutual Marc Vlogs Watches and Clyde Watch Wrangler, production. We're going to figure out how to do this together. We're going to bring in some of the YouTube greats and friends. We're doing it not for profit. We're doing it for you, motherfuckers. All right. Mark Goldberg, the Toilet Oak. I gotta go train a dog. Bye, guys.